Emmerdale fans work out who shifty Rhona has been texting. Now, fans of the ITV soap think they've worked out who Rhona has been reaching out to. Rhona's first mystery phone call took place last week, suspiciously during the same episode that Ray Walters, Joe Absalom, was revealed to be dead. She asked the person on the other end of the line if they'd done it, which, though we don't know that she was actually referring to anything criminal, is again rather suspicious. Since then, the phone calls have continued, and fans are convinced that Rhona has been contacting Graham Foster, Andrew Scarborough. Viewers were left stunned when Graham made a shock appearance in Corriedale last week, especially as he was supposedly killed off 6 years ago. Prior to his death, Graham was romantically involved with Rhona, and they'd even planned to move to France together. However, they didn't get that far, as Graham was brutally murdered by Rhona's rapist, Pierce Harris, or so we were led to believe. As many fans pointed out, it seems like too much of a coincidence for both Graham and Rhona to have been taking mysterious phone calls on the same day the man who'd been targeting April Windsor, Amelia Flanagan, wound up dead. April had been pulled into Ray and Celia Daniels, Jay Griffiths, drug and people trafficking ring, and they'd made it impossible for her to escape. Dad Marlon Dingle, Mark Charnock, and stepmother Rhona were determined to do whatever they could to keep April safe, and fans suspect that Rhona's way of doing this was to contact Graham. I'm so confused about Rhona's mystery phone calls recently, and I don't know who we're meant to think it is. One fan posted on Reddit continuing, "It seems to be every time Ray is mentioned, but also seems weird it's just as Graham has returned, and so I wonder if it's Graham she is speaking to, and if maybe he's involved in Ray dying. It has to be Graham, surely." Another said, while a third wrote, "It has to be Graham, right? Seems like too much of a coincidence otherwise." Metro reader Sue also agreed, writing on Facebook, "I think Rhona is talking to Graham in those mysterious phone calls. I was thinking it might be Ross. Maybe they cooked up getting rid of Ray. Ross had a gun in the car when he dropped April off," another Reddit user commented. Ross Barton Michael Parr has always had a soft spot for April, given that her mum Donna had been the love of his life. With Rhona and Ross both willing to do anything to protect the teen, could they be in cahoots?